everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing my Boxycharm unboxing. For those of you that may not know, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription service. You get 5 full-size products for $21 a month. The overall value of the box is generally more than $100, so typically you are definitely getting your money's worth. At least that's how it's been in my experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box this month for December. I did already go ahead and open the box to kind of scope out what was in it so that I could put a little bit of makeup on my face. If you haven't seen any of my previous unboxings, I will generally try on the products as I pull them out of the box so that you can not just see what I got, but also get kind of an idea about how they perform, at least on a first impressions basis. This is going to be a little bit different this month because when I opened up the box, one of the products was completely shattered. Not just cracked, but full-on powder destroyed. It got everywhere. So not only am I glad that I didn't do that, although I'm sure catching my expression would have been kind of fun. Luckily I opened it downstairs where I've got hardwood floors instead of where I film, which is kind of a light kind of cream colored carpeting, because that would have been just awful. So the product that shattered is a bronzer. It was the Beauty Basics Bronze Essentials. The theme for this month was Glitz and Glam. So I'm actually kind of bummed because the bronzer, from what I could tell of the powder that kind of went everywhere, it looked like it would have been a really nice product. It looked like it had just a touch of shimmer to it, and it looked like it was a nice color as far as my complexion goes. I have no idea whether or not it would have pulled warm or anything like that, since obviously I didn't try it on my skin, but just from the powder it looks like it would have been a color that I would have enjoyed. So unfortunately I don't have that to show to you, but the rest of the box looks like it's attacking you. Alright, let's try this again. So the rest of the box looks like this. We've got the remaining 4 products in here. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out is a brush. This is by Crown Brushes, which I love it when I get brushes in these boxes because they are brands that I may not have heard of before, or products that I wouldn't have necessarily sought out myself. Now, Crown is a brand that comes in not just this box, but also my Ipsy fairly frequently, so I am familiar with it and I really do enjoy it. This is labeled as a blush brush. That's kind of what this shape looks like. It's a little bit more dense than what typically I would use for blush, but we'll go ahead and give it a go because one of the other products that comes in here is by Real Her, and this is their blush kit. So let me go ahead and get this opened up for you. Alright, so now that the plastic is off, the box is just white with gold lettering. Slides out just like this, and the inside box looks just the same. And then when you open it up, you've got these 3 blush shades right here. So you have kind of a sparkly pinky kind of color. You have a very orangey pink in the center, and then you have kind of a bronzy pink there on the end. So, you know what? Let's just be daring today. Let's go ahead and go in with this sparkly pink color. And let's go ahead and swatch these before I get a little ahead of myself actually. They do feel a little bit on the drier side. So, let's see here. All right. Okay, so this top one right here is that sparkly pink that I was just about to use, called Fearless. It's definitely not nearly as pigmented as it looks like in the pan. The center shade, the one that's kind of an orangey pink, this right here is called Limitless. That one definitely has some more color. And then Unstoppable is the kind of bronzy pink down at the bottom. So, I might go in with just a combination of these two because this one is a little bit more cool toned and just doesn't have a lot of pigment to it. So we'll give these two a go. Okay, so using the brush that is provided, I'm gonna go ahead and just dip a little bit in. Ooh, going to need to tap that off. Oh, wowzers. Okay. And then a little bit of this here bronzy shade. Tap. Okay. Not quite as pigmented as I had feared, but I definitely will not continue to use this brush for blush. It is not my favorite. Okay, I think it looks nice. I think it's definitely got a very dusty formula. And it's hard to tell because this brush, in my opinion at least, is just not ideal for blush. But I'll have to play around with it a little bit more, see how I like it. But it does give a nice rosy flush to the cheeks, which is good. So let me go in with some highlighter real quick. I already have just a little bit of bronzer on to give my face some definition. What do I have over here? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is her Sugar Glow Kit. This is the newer one. And I think I want to go in with a little bit of Starburst, which is this color right here. Just to hit the tops of the cheekbones. If you have not checked this highlighter palette out, it is beautiful, and I definitely would recommend at least taking a look at it in person. Anastasia has just such a great formula when it comes to highlighters. I know that the holiday palette last year was not good. This is way, way better. It doesn't have big old chunks of glitter in it and everything like the one last year did. I don't have the one from last year because it got such poor reviews, but this one I definitely recommend, especially if you are fair-skinned to medium-skinned. I think that these colors would be really nice on you. Alright, back to the Boxycharm. Also in this palette we have some mascara. So we have the Tartist mascara. I have used this before, but I don't remember what I think of it. It came, or what I had before was one of the deluxe sample sizes, and I hated the packaging. I hated the packaging. So I don't remember what I really felt about the actual mascara because I didn't use it super often, and then it ended up drying out. So I am interested to check this out to see how I like it. Okay, so as far as the wand goes, it is going to be a rubber bristled wand, and the bristles, they do look fairly spiky. So just something to be aware of. If you prefer more natural bristles, then you may not like this. Okay, so that's one coat right there. The bristles themselves, they remind me very much of Benefit's They're Real. I mean, obviously the wand is different, but that's how it kind of feels on my eyes. So I, knowing myself, will run the risk of poking myself. because that is just what I do. But it is giving me very lengthened eyelashes, but I can't say that it's giving me anything in the way of volume. So depending on what you're looking for, that's something to be aware of. Alright, so this is what it looks like with 2 coats. All in all, not my favorite. On my lashes, it gets very clumpy and very spidery, which is not my personal preference. If that's the kind of look that you enjoy, then you might really like this mascara. But for me, it's definitely going to be a pass. I have no idea how well it wears on my lashes or if it transfers below the lash line, which is something that I typically have a problem with. I will try to update you in the description bar as to how it lasted on me throughout the day. But overall, not my favorite pick and one that I would not have purchased myself. On the topic of purchasing, I forgot to give you prices on some of the other products so far. So the Crown brush, the Deluxe Blush Brush, super hard to say, is a $12 value. The Real Her Blush Kit retails for $32. It is a full-size product. And the Tarte Tartist Lash Paint Mascara, also a full-size product, retails for $23. And the last thing that is in the box is this lip gloss here by Pretty Vulgar. Wait, lip gloss or lipstick? It's a liquid lipstick, I apologize. So this is the My Lips Are Sealed Lightweight Liquid Lipstick. It retails for $24. And this is a metallic finish. It's kind of a rosy pink, and it has kind of a champagne sort of glitter shift in it. So it's actually really pretty in the tube. I'm a little wary when it comes to the metallic lip trend, so I'm really interested to see how this looks on my lips. It has a flat paddle doe foot applicator, so it looks like it picks up a good amount of product, which is nice. Ooh, that is foiled. Ooh, it smells like oranges. And like real oranges, not like cleaner. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the lips. It's definitely metallic. So for me personally, it's not my style. So it's not one that I can see myself reaching for very often. I think the color is nice. It applied really beautifully. It has a good amount of opacity to it. I really like the applicator. It's got enough stiffness to it that it doesn't wiggle and wobble all over the place, but it also, the kind of end of it is thin enough that you can get a nice precise application. You can get around your lips without making a mess, and you can get in the corners. So I would like to try more products by Pretty Vulgar. I think I've got a lipstick by them and that's it. So I am interested to try out more. Just the metallic finish is not my personal style, but it is very smooth. It's not gritty or anything. So that is everything that came in my Boxycharm this month. It had an overall value of $120.95. So if you find enough value in those products, then it definitely would pay for itself. Unfortunately, I would have to say that this is probably one of my least favorite boxes that I've gotten through Boxycharm. And maybe that's just because the last like 5 or 6 boxes have just been rocking it and killing it, and so this one felt a little bit flat for me. I really wish that bronzer had not been broken, because that might have been what saved the box for me, but I really don't see myself using many of these products, if any. The brush I might use for something else, but most of the other products I see myself passing along to somebody else. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and certainly subscribe before you leave. I hope that you're having a fabulous week, and I will see you next time. Bye!